SoFi just reported earnings and things are looking really good. We can see the stock price is up over 22% as I am recording today's episode. And this is not going to be your typical earnings video where pretty much every other YouTuber has done. I really want to take a closer look at 3 reasons to be bullish on SoFi right now. The first is just the overall improvement of their financial results, even with some kind of craziness happening in their student loan system. The second reason is how much benefit them being an official bank now is helping overall with their pricing power. And finally, just the overall member growth that they are seeing right now. What is your favorite reason to be bullish on SoFi right now? Let me know in the comments below. But more importantly, obviously, we're going to go in a little bit more depth in today's episode.
I do want to thank The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video, and make sure to check out fool.com/Jose to get the top 10 stocks to buy right now.
So if we take a closer look at reason number 1, is that financial growth. We can see overall adjusted net revenue was $356 million this quarter. Adjusted EBITDA was $20 million, up 81% year over year, and is also the 8th consecutive quarter of positive EBITDA. That is insane. I remember looking at the first few quarters when this company went public that this adjusted EBITDA did show some loss in certain quarters. During the earnings call and Q&A session, management actually shared some great insight of what's driving the strength in the overall financial results. First, management really wanted to kind of pat itself in the back by saying, hey, we did record revenue in quarters of 2021, and now we're kind of doing the exact same thing in 2022. And this is pretty much saying that there are a lot of companies that in 2021 and 2020 saw strong growth, but they're seeing that pull down in this 2022 environment. And SoFi is saying, nope, that's not the case for us. We're continuing to see this strong momentum growth. And at the same time, they are seeing this overall revenue growth, even though their student loan refining business is operating somewhere between 25 to 50% of normalized levels for the past 2.5 years. So even with a market that's taking a hit for them, they're still showing the strong growth. And if you are liking the video so far, make sure to hit the thumbs up. It helps so much grow the audience for this channel. And if you want to support a little bit more, make sure to subscribe using my link, fool.com/Jose. Another thing that they mentioned is that even though they have very small market share in personal loans, right now they are gaining strong market shares. And one of the reasons that they're gaining market share is because the way to kind of get a loan is a lot easier than most places. They want to be the fastest places to apply for a loan, the fastest place to get approval for the loan, and the fastest place to get funded. Personal loans, they right now try to get it down to 2 days, where it used to be 8 to 9 days. And overall, this kind of efficiency is helping them gain that market share. So overall, it does seem the financial results are going to continue to improve. The second reason to be bullish in SoFi right now is the overall strength that they're getting from that kind of approval of becoming a national bank. In earnings presentation, they mentioned that their bank charter is enabling new flexibility that has proven even more valuable in the light of current macroeconomics. Deposits grew over 135% during the quarter to $2.7 billion. As a result of this growth in the high quality deposits, they have benefited from a lower cost of funding their loans. And during the earnings call, they did mention because they are a bank, their cost of funding is meaningfully lower and they're going to be much more aggressive on pricing. And this kind of goes with point number 1. Now that they're able to be more aggressive on pricing, they're probably able to get better margins. Not only better margins, but they're also going to be more competitive and be able to grab new members. And that takes me straight to point number 3. The overall growth in members. SoFi now has 4.3 million members, and we can see that is a 69% year-over-year growth. That was actually up 1.8 million compared to a year ago. But even quarter over quarter, they added 450,000 new members, being the second highest quarter for new member additions. And we can look at this chart, the overall growth just continues to go up. Like I mentioned earlier, thanks to this company now being an official bank, they are able to have better pricing powers, and because of that better pricing power, they're also able to attract more customers. And during the Q&A session, there was a little bit more kind of highlighted on how this company is growing new members outside of that competitive pricing that the company is able to do now that it's a bank. So the analyst pretty much said that before, the way SoFi used to grab a lot more members was through student loan refinancing. So they would grab the student loan refinancers and then they would do kind of cross-sell from there. Unfortunately, we are seeing that the student loan financing has taken quite a hit. So the analyst was wondering, how are things working now? So the CFO pretty much mentioned the following. First, they are seeing an increased amount of financial products, and this overall increase of financial products is kind of increasing their audience and allowing them to grab more members. And that's also improving because some of these products are lower cost acquisitions to grab new members, so they get better margins, but then those new members that they're grabbing through those lower cost acquisitions, they are able to cross-sell them with other products. During the earnings call, the CFO mentioned that they saw a 24% increase in overall cross-buy rates, which is overall helping them get more efficient on overall market spending and overall increasing financial results. So these three reasons all work well with each other, and they are the reason one or the other is doing better. And I do believe that they continue this overall trend, this is going to be a huge growth company. I do want to say I don't personally own SoFi, but not for any bearish reasons. I'm not too in the fintech market, I'm limited exposed, but I can see why many investors are excited for this company. So take care, have a good day, and see you next time.